You know, there's a lot of conversations these days whether battery-operated cordless finish nailers can compete with gas-powered and pneumatic nailers. As a fan and user of the pass-load finish nailer, I gotta say that until recently, I was a complete skeptic of any of the battery-operated cordless nailers. As much as a fan as my gas nailer, I gotta say that I absolutely loathe the fact that sometimes it can be temperamental with temperatures, it requires frequent cleaning and maintenance, and sometimes the fuel cartridge goes stale, or I run out at the most inconvenient time. Battery-operated cordless nailers are getting better and better with each iteration. If you're invested in a manufacturer's battery platform, then these nailers offer you the convenience of cutting the air hose, low maintenance, and basically saving the cost of gas cartridges. They also give decent fastening performance and productivity. We looked at the Milwaukee 16-gauge cordless finish nails. They're 2742-21 CT. CT stands for kit. And we took the nailer to our job site. We used it to install exterior trim, window surrounds, as well as interior trim and sill stock. How did it perform? Flawlessly. We installed nails consistently and at the depth that we set it at. It performed throughout the entire job without any jams or misfired nails, and we immediately noticed that there was no ramp-up time, meaning that the tool didn't pause to recharge itself or kind of generate the power needed to drive another nail. It placed a nail as fast as I was able to accurately aim and pull the trigger, and it performed well. I used the nailer for 2 days and installed about 760 nails before having to charge the battery. Overall, we probably installed about 1,500 nails. There is a slight kickback in the tool, and I'm hoping that that'll be reduced in the next version of the tool. As far as fasteners go, the nailer holds 110 fasteners, 16-gauge angled nails. You can run the range from 1.25 inches up to 2.5 inches, so it covers your whole range of trim. And according to Milwaukee, you can install 700 nails per charge on a 2.0 amp hour battery. That's their small battery. Like I said, we fired 650 before charging and up to 1,500 while testing and never encountered a problem. Loading the nails pretty much straightforward. There is a dry lock feature, and basically when you're down to 4 or 5 nails in the magazine, the tool will lock out. If you're not counting your nails, like I don't, the lockout feature can be indicated when the contact tip will not depress anymore and the LED light will not go on. Clearing jams is simple and easy to do, and it's accomplished by basically unlatching or unlocking the jam latch at the top of the tool on the tool's front end. We didn't have to do that. We had no jams. Depth of drive and fastener penetration. The depth of drive is easily adjusted and controlled by turning a thumb screw at the top of the tool, the working end of the tool. As far as, one thing I guess I noticed immediately was that the nailer's firing pin does not over penetrate, doesn't leave that T, that god-awful looking T that often scars wood and the painters hate us for. Angle-driven nails, same as the brad nailer, it's not too great. Hopefully we'll get better. Power, turning the power on. The power switch is located on the lower rear of the tool near the battery, lower end of the handle. You have to press the on button for 2 to 3 seconds to power it on, and to turn it off 5 to 7 seconds. A little bit longer, but doable. LED indicator light indicates that the power is on and stays on the entire time the tool and battery are connected, and lets you know that it's turned on. Power actuation setting. This finish nailer will operate in single sequential actuation as well as contact bump fire actuation. And there is a selector switch near the power switch with an LED that gives you an indicator, tells you whether the tool is on and what mode it's on. A continuous green LED light is single sequential actuation. A continuous flashing green or a flashing green is contact actuation or bump fire. Milwaukee claims that this nailer will fire 3 nails per second. We fired this nailer both in single sequential actuation, I have trouble saying that, and as well as bump fire. And basically, this nailer will install the nails or fasteners as fast as you're able to install them. It's not designed to be operated non-stop machine gun fastening. Not too many people would need to operate in this fashion. In fact, I don't know any. I know people say they do, but that's fast. Doing so is going to cause the tool to shut down and protect it from overloading from heat. Having a tool internally protect itself is a huge advancement and benefit when it comes to protecting and managing battery life and longer battery life, as also it'll extend the runtime of the tool and the motor and the internal components. It's going to increase the performance of your nailer. And while speed may be fun to talk about and interest some production trim carpenters, the real test is on the job site, and it's fastener placement, line of sight, accuracy, and doing a quality job. As far as weight and balance go, the tool weighs 6.3 pounds. It's a little heavy. It measures 5.5 by 11.9 inches high and 11.9 inches deep. It's pretty well balanced. It's got a belt hook with 3 locations. It allows you to do left and right positions on your belt with the, it's basically pointing the tool, I can't remember now, horizontal and pointing down. And then the third location is lower on the motor, and it hangs upside down, but it's only set up for right-handed operators. Line of sight. The line of sight is decent. It's not great. I think that the nose is a little bit big, but you can expect fasteners to be embedded dead center, 5/16 below that center line of sight where the nose tip is. There's a center line there. The Nomar contact tip is black, as well as the nosing of the tool. And I'd really like to see Milwaukee maybe use a contrasting color for that Nomar tip, or maybe some sort of red or bright, positioning line on the Nomar tip. It's hard to see for us old timers. There is an LED light. It's low on the tool, and I did not really find it useful outside or inside for that matter. I can see it being useful if you were, installing base trim in a closet, and that's where I think that LED light will really ramp up and make sense. Look, the tool is low maintenance. It's a battery tool. There's no gas. It's designed to run almost 90 to 95,000 cycles before needing replacement or maintenance, and that's a design spec that none of the competitors can boast. Cost, it's going to range from $349 as a bare tool up to $399 as the kit, and the kit is what we tested. The room for improvement. There's always room for tools to improve, and everybody has opinions. I think the tool's nose and contact area is big, and it gets in the way of some fastening applications. And there's no doubt in my mind that Milwaukee beefed this nose up to increase the durability of that firing pin mechanism. And that's a feature that they probably were thinking is going to add to infrequent jams and the tool's longevity, as well as time between servicing, required between servicing. I found that when nailing trim against a wall, the tool's sweet spot is either on its side, canted on its side, either side, or against the top edge. And that's because that nose is kind of big. I'd like to see them bring the weight down on this tool. That would be great. And maybe make that nose a little bit smaller, that contact nose. Overall, this is an excellent finish nailer. I'd recommend it solely because it operates without any gas cartridges, and having a battery operated nailer on the battery platform that you're already using, to me, it's a no-brainer. It makes complete sense. It increases my efficiency. I'm already using those batteries and they're already charged. It allows me to pull out a nailer when I want it, not worry about setting up a compressor or a hose, or not having to deal with a gas cartridge, expiration dates, levels, gas levels, or the extra gas cartridge costs. The most impressive feature probably in this nailer is the rate of fastening that can be achieved with 0 ramp-up time. And I found that super impressive. I'm able to install accurate fasteners at a decent rate of work with no disruption in my work speed. And that's what really matters. I'm Rob Robillard. Please consider subscribing to this channel, and you can read the full tool review at toolboxbuzz.com. Take care.